Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Juskaitis from the Global Marketing Department, and I'm here with my colleague Brandon Zhou, and we're here in Taichung, Taiwan to introduce the all-new Trinity Advanced SL series of bicycles.
Hey Andrew, thanks for inviting me. I'm so excited to be here. You know, as a member being involved in this project since the day one, I'm very fortunate to participate in every aspect of this project, from the consumer feedback, athlete feedback, to R&D, to this last mile. So I'm very happy to share everything I know with you.
Great, thanks Brandon. You know, we're coming off of a really successful heritage of the previous generation of Trinity, and that really set the high watermark for the overall aerodynamic capability of a TT tri-bike. I know we have a lot of victories on that. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, just like we know that all share all this exciting moment. Tom Dumoulin used this bike and get his pin jersey, and also our Eden used this bike and to really kind of just have the Ironman World Champion. It's such a high bar on the previous generation of Trinity. Yeah. So it always represented our, I would say, front end of our aerodynamic design and the cutting edge technology. And also it represents the perfect integration of the rim brake and the front end integration and push the limits of a TT and the tri-bike can do. And I have to say, but it's time to start a new page.
And you're right, Brandon, it really is time to look into the future. The previous generation of Trinity Advanced Pro really set the high watermark for what is capable for an aerodynamic TT tri-bike. But it's time to move forward. And here we are 8 years later, taking a look and proud to announce the all-new Trinity Advanced SL.
Yeah, let's dive into this bike together.
Okay, so starting off, Brandon, can you share with us some of the goals behind the new Trinity Advanced, the high-level vision of why we created this new product?
Yeah, sure. Andrew, I want to start from the context. These are the things we see on the market today. First of all, about TT and the Tri, popular. We check the numbers.
From 2017 to 2024, the participation of Ironman is almost double the size.
And it also brings the diverse course, climbing, descending, without speed, cornerings, and also intense competitions. You know the industry and the race very well. You will find out every month you have a new racing course and a new racing record be broken on a race. So it all shapes the goal of our Trinity.
Yeah, you're right, Brandon. You're talking about the participation of Ironman, and like you said, in a certain period of time, that actually has doubled over in enthusiasm in that event. And in addition to that, we're getting a huge range of diversity within the fields of triathlon. We're getting obviously younger professional racers racing at incredible speeds and incredible record-breaking levels, but we're also getting more average folks as well who take this as a more recreational-based sport. So huge diversity in needs of the actual product that they're riding on.
Yeah, so overall the contest shaping our goal. So the first goal is that we need to add control to meet the diverse course. And most importantly, without compromising the aerodynamics. And especially including aerodynamic, we need to ensure the bike, all the capability, efficiency, lightweight, all the things could reach a high bar. And the third one, as I mentioned, we have a diverse athletes. So we need to create the widest range of fitting Trinity that we ever created to ensure everyone can have a proper fit.
So Brandon, let's get into the details of how we were able to achieve all of these three goals.
I can wait. So Andrew, to really achieve our goal, the first key performance factors for the Trinity is full speed dynamics. For us, the experience we want to create, you know, there's diverse course. We want the racers, per racer, mutual racer can always push their full speed in all the racing scenario. Climbing faster, harsh cornerings, and all the conditions that can transfer their watts into speed. And that is our definition of the full speed dynamics.
And thanks, Brandon. So really that first key performance factor is full speed dynamics. And you had a very good definition of what it means to this new Trinity project. Part of that really is achieving outstanding efficiency, because it really is important for that athlete to be able to get all of their power, all of their energy, all of their watts to the ground. And so let's talk about the overall efficiency goals of the new Trinity Advanced SL.
Yes, Andrew. So first thing very important is we share the weight of the Trinities. So for example, on the TT version, we share over 300 grams. And on the Tri versions, we share over 500 grams. And at the same time, because our advanced SL technology, that we can keep the high level of steering and also pedaling stiffness. So in result, that we achieve the 12% more efficiency improved.
So that's really interesting, Brandon, about the efficiency of the new Trinity Advanced SL, how overall it was able to improve. But let's talk about really the big hurdle of this new project, and that was the integration of disc brake technology. Tell me more about that.
You are expert. Yes, the biggest challenge is integrated the disc brake performance. You know that every model transfer from a rim brake to disc brake that always suffer, either to compromise the weight, either to compromise aerodynamics. So our team spent tons of time to find out the new shape and to optimize every details. I want to take the example on the fork. Just a small detail. You see the fork leg. It's such aging design. The fork leg to integrate it with disc brake. This helps two things. First one, it keeps it overall structure lightweight. And the second, it perfectly integrated with disc brake without zero compromising the aerodynamics.
Thanks, Brandon. We talked about the overall efficiency of the new Trinity Advanced SL, and we also talked about the challenge of integrating disc brake technology into the new Trinity Advanced SL. Really, the next topic to talk about is the overall comfort. Were we able to improve that on the new version?
Yeah, sure. Nowadays modern race, the comfort plays such an important role. Not only for the pro athlete, but again, just like I mentioned, diverse athlete. So we need to ensure the rider can really feel the comfort on this bike. When you get the comfort, you get the confidence, so you can push more speed. So our designs, compared with previous generation, you see now it's one pillar designs, improving the aerodynamics. And it also improved the compliance of front end by 28% because of the one pillar design and all the composite spacer. And the second is we shorter the diameter of our C-post, so it shifts some weight and also improve the overall compliance of our C-post. Guess how much we improve? 100%.
Okay.
It's a crazy numbers, but because it is shorter dynamic, but we still find the shape to optimize to keep its aero. So it's a win-win solution for us.
Yeah, so for those riders riding those long distance in training or in a competitive event, they're more comfortable on the front end, as you mentioned, and also the rear end of the bike as well.
So ensure that we can help them to, riding faster over miles and miles.
So we've talked about the efficiency, we've talked about the disc brake integration, we talked about the improved comfort of the Trinity Advanced SL series. Really, the final thing we want to talk about when we're looking at this key performance factor is the usability of the product. Brandon, take us into a deeper dive on some of the componentry that's been improved on this new series.
Yes, again, start from experience. The riders need to stay long time on this bike. So we want to provide endless power. So there's several things we do. First one, we totally change its hydration systems. And the second, enlarge panel box. So it helps them to keep a refuel, re-energy themselves. And the third one is our hydration capacity on the down tubes is enlarged as well. Now it is 850 ml for the M size and the L size, quite large. And for the rest of the size is 700 ml. So it really helps our riders stay longer without changing their position, always in the aero positions with endless power.
So that's an overall improvement. We see larger size on the bento box, and we also see a completely new position and location and carrying capacity for the hydration system, where it moved from the head tube on the previous generation down to the bottom bracket area on the down tube. So larger size, more carrying capacity, easier to use. And so, Brandon, we're talking about ultimate aero efficiency. Really, what is the secret to that technology, and how were we able to improve on that on the new Trinity Advanced SL?
Yeah, that inside we call it aero system shaping. Actually, our theory is truncated ellipse shapings. So, theory is theories. But for our goal is where to optimize these shapings. So, on this Trinity, you see its head tube area, down tube areas. We optimize every shaping and every area to using our truncated ellipse shaping as possible as we could. And one thing I need to highlight is on the C-stay areas. The C-stay area from our research, we find out is very important, not only for the stiffness, but if you want to really create a very aerodynamic frame set, you need to recreate the whole shape of the C-stay, so it applies the new truncated ellipse shaping as well. So in short, that we have this series and use our CFDs to calculate the every shapings and the final in the wind tunnel to verify our truncated ellipse shaping.
And that's interesting, Brandon, but like you said a minute ago, it's really important and very scientific where we apply that truncated ellipse shaping. If we were to put it all over the bike, it would certainly add a lot of weight to the overall product. So it's always a balance between how much weight, the stiffness of the product, and then the aerodynamic performance of the product. So truncated ellipse really is the answer to that question of how did we improve the new technology on Trinity Advanced SL. And you see the incorporation of it obviously into the lower fork blades. We also see it into some of the componentry as well.
Yes, also not only about the frame set. As we mentioned, the hydration system and the bento box is a part of these aero shaping systems. It's crazy. And also the aero wheel. The Caddis 4-spoke aero wheels is the best aero control wheel that we ever created. So overall, the total package compared with previous generations, we improved the aerodynamic by 5.9 watts. You know how incredible result that we achieved.
Yeah, that is an incredible result. I mean, we're talking about almost 6 watts of improvement in the wind tunnel. That's a dramatic improvement from the new Trinity Advanced SL, and like Brandon said, with the wheel system actually included in that fact and figure, almost 6 watts is a huge jump from the outgoing Trinity Advanced Pro with its wheel system as well. So it's a overall gain that we've learned from not only the frame set, but by integrating the componentry as well, including the wheel system. It's a win-win. And so the third key performance factor is personalized fit. We talked about the aerodynamic qualities, we talked about a lot of the technical features found on the new Trinity Advanced SL, and all of that stuff is great, but none of that matters if the bike doesn't fit. So tell us more about personalized fit.
You're totally right. Just like I mentioned, the experience and the fun is that diverse athletes. So again, this Trinity is the most and the widest fitting range bike we ever created. So it starts from the geometry. The geometry-wise is a shorter reach and higher stack, so it's more forgiving for riders. And to go beyond the geometries, we have several of the huge adjustments. First one from the seat post. Compared with previous generation, we only have 2 positions. But this generations, we have 4 positions with the additional TT adapters. And the overall offset, it will increase like 11 millimeters. There's a large gain. And the second is about the armrest itself. The armrest nowadays, our stack height compared with the previous generations is only 60. Now we can go to the 80s. So no matter how forward you want, how upright you want, you can achieve that. And the second is armrest width. The armrest width compared with previous generation, only 6. Now we have 8 different widths. And the extension wise, we also have 4 different positions compared with only 2 in the past. And also, I have to say, the extension degrees is something we can change now from the 0, 10 to 15. So the rider can always find their best position on the bike.
And so Brandon, that's a huge range of improvement on adjustment availability on the new Trinity Advanced SL. Sounds like 24 more settings in order to get the bike perfectly fit for your particular needs.
And one thing interesting we find out, because all the adjustability we have, we do a simulation, is the torso angle change. From extremely forward to extremely upright. The torso angle can have 12 degree difference. This is such an amazing adjustment.
Yeah, that is. So for that athlete who's extremely limber and strong, we offer a very perfect fit for them as well. But you mentioned that torso angle can vary from the seasoned pro to the more of the entry-level rider as well. huge range of adjustment on that, and overall a tremendous amount of improvement of opportunity to fine-tune the fit of the new Trinity Advanced SL series. So Brandon, thank you for taking us on that deep dive of the Trinity Advanced SL series. We talked about full speed dynamics, we talked about ultimate aero efficiency, and we finished things off talking about the personalized fit. Across the board improvements from the old generation of Trinity to the new Trinity Advanced SL series. It's what we call all-in aero, and it's Giant's all-new definition of the most advanced time trial and triathlon bikes in the world.